Minecrafters, and how you going? Stevo here with another video, and today I want to show you my new chicken farm. Now it's a little bit, a lot smaller than my previous one, and it's actually very similar to the one that Xisuma posted recently, well actually a couple of months ago. The reason I'm posting this, if he's already made something similar, is because the design he posted is now broken. So this design is a fix for I guess the design he put forward, as well as being another version which is failsafe. So because the main problem that he faced with his design, or the design he featured, was that you could only have 50 chickens up the top there, and the reason for that was because of the lava which would come forward would burn any more than that. If you were to have more chickens in there, it would lay more eggs more frequently, and there would be an issue. Now this design will overcome that quite easily. The reason being because of this piston here. It retracts once a day, and the chickens will fall down, but nothing will ever be burned. Now whether they grow up here or down there is irrelevant. What's important is that they're hatched up here and separated from those that are down here. So even if you're on a server, this will work because it doesn't rely on how long it takes for them to grow. The reason they're separated is because we don't want to burn them too prematurely. So like for example, here we are down here with our lava blade. Let's make it nighttime. And as you can see there, the lava came out and then that opened and then they fell down. So even if the lava was to come out right now, let's go back to day and then back to night, these guys here are unaffected by the lava because they're still infants. So this will never ever burn any of the babies, because they can only come through this half slab if it's nighttime. Let's make it day again. If it's nighttime, and therefore will never be affected by the system. Alright, so the footprint of this thing is 4 by 5 by 5. Now this first layer here is just 4 blocks along there, as you can see. 2, 1, a sticky piston, and then 1. Then we want to place on the next layer a piece of redstone there, a block on there, a repeater here on 3 ticks with a block on there, and a torch on there. A repeater there on 1 ticks, 1 on 3 ticks. Put 2 blocks there, and that's it for this layer. Next, we want to get our our hopper, and put it into there with a chest on the front of it. So we want to put it on there with also a torch on there. So that's that layer done. Now you will also want to do a bit of filling in, put a few blocks around like so, just to make sure that this hopper here is surrounded, because you don't want anything phasing through. Put a torch on there and a piece of redstone on there, block on there, blocks on here, an upside down flight of stairs there, facing the other way, like that. The reason being so that we don't, we can still access this this chest later on. Now we also need to place a couple of blocks on here, leave this line here blank like I said before, block on there, and we want to put a repeater on there with a dispenser on there with a lava bucket in there, and then move on from there. So we also want to put a sticky piston here facing down, and put a redstone block on the side of it like so. So when this comes down, this will power that. So we also want to place a block along here with a piece of redstone on it, and a torch on there, which will later have the powered thing on it. So next we want to place a torch on here, which will go into our sticky piston in a moment, on there, with a half slab on there, so that they will come through down here and then land down here, as well as that they'll be out of the way before then. So we want to also build up a little bit, because we want to cover all this redstone and such, and keep it hidden. So next, we want to get another dispenser out and place it on here, facing into the block, with a hopper leading into it. So the hopper that's going into it will be above it, or to the side of it. It doesn't really matter. In this case, of like over here, we had it above it, but you can put it to the side. It's up to you and what you want to do. In this case, we're going to follow the previous example and what's in the schematic, just so that we have consistency in that aspect. Now, if you have a half slab here, you're going to have to change the height of your design, but for the most part, you should be okay to just use a normal height. So you can build up with your glass as well at the front, and the chickens will sit in there. So we've basically built the front design. We need to go around the back and finish a few more things around there, but otherwise we've built the basic skeleton of our design. Now for the back clock part, we want to put a light sensor on there, and we need to do something like this. Put a piece of redstone on there, some redstone along the back here, which we'll work out in a second. So a comparator here on minus, a repeater sticking out like that, and two pieces of redstone in like that. We've done something wrong here. We've put the torch on the wrong block. There we go. That's my bad. And a couple of blocks in there to keep that concealed. Alright, so we have 64 chickens in there. I skipped ahead for that. Press this button here. They get through there, they're not damaged by the lava, and then we press the button again and they should all cook, which they are, and their items will come through here when they're finished coming through the hopper, and that works out perfectly. So I'll have this up for download so people can check it out for themselves. This download is now hosted on my website, so if you want to check it out, it's all on my website from now on. But thank you so much for watching, guys. My name is Steve-O, and I will catch you guys next time. See you later.
Got a little Swedish there.
Yeah.